my goodness, I'm having a blast. I'm enjoying myself. Oh my god. You know what? I want to ask you a question. Have you ever attended a polo game? Oh my goodness. I would highly recommend that you attend a polo game because I got that opportunity and boy, it's so it's it's a very interesting game where you get to see people going around with the horses, hitting with the mallet, hitting that ball. I don't know if it's a tennis ball or what, but it's a very interesting game. And you know what? The best part, you get to meet a lot of people, classy people. And you know what? I enjoyed myself. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Polo game is a game played on horsebacks, as you can see, between two teams of 4 players, each who use mallets. You can see those are mallets with long flexible handles to drive a wooden ball down a grass field and between 2 goalposts. I thought you should know. So each team had 4 mounted riders and the game lasted for 2 hours. Some people were seated on this other side and others were just enjoying themselves, as you can see. Inside enjoying some friends, enjoying some drinks. Wait, look at those beautiful ladies and gentlemen. My God, this event is actually for internationals and locals. So you're gonna meet the expatriates here. Where my drinks zetu, they were getting ready there, my cocktails. It was in a spin up hall. Look at those. So we also have non-alcoholic, so sana. We also have sodas and water. For those ones. So hapa tu ni catching up, meeting new people, meeting new friends, new contacts. Hapo ndio kadrinka kwa glass, small glass, smoke a glass. Lakini inatosha. We kept refilling. Before we said anaangalia atikala nijua. Ni mwondoke. So, stomach manenos. So I had to eat something. Say alikuwa anataka I'm sure, you know what? I need to eat this. Zote ziko na cost the same. So why do you kurudisha hiyo wewe? I had to get a chicken ilikam. By the way, ilikuwa imeweza. I enjoyed hapo nikama, you know what? Vibe with the music. Keeping memories here, you know. Taking new photos with new friends, new contacts. Sure, by the way, because Aya. So the game was still going on. It's like we forgot. So this how game ilikuwa inaendelea. Oh my God, who won by the way? Sorry. So huku tuko too busy. Guys are busy. Vibing to the beautiful local music and international music. The day during the Quatal, the sun was hot.
So you can On the nose, you can
So
feel that it's
hapa
fresh,
nataka
citrusy,
kuonyesha vile hii
and
ka drink
crispy.
inatengenezangwa.
And give it a sip.
Ilikuwa na taste poa, by
Very
the way.
refreshing.
Tasty.
How the whole process takes place to make that samal. First of all, we source our local barley from Narok. Yes, local barley. And then after sourcing, we do a process called malting. Yeah, malting is basically letting the seed germinate for some time, and then you have to halt the process or stop the process by roasting the seed. And then after roasting, now we do a process called milling. Milling, you have like basically crushing the seed into small particles. Like one seed can go into like particles or 8 particles. Not like crushing to make flour. Just crushing to make it coarse. Then you mix it with water and let them mix for a while to allow the infusion of the natural sugars in the seed. Additional sugars. We use the sugars in the seed, natural sugars. So then after that, um, we take the mixture into a process called lautering. That is whereby we separate the liquid parts from the solid parts. Now we are left with so because we have crushed the seed, right? So kuna zile particles. At this point now we have the wort, we call it the wort. Then we mix it hot and do boiling. The boiling with the hot is we extract the flavor, so put it through another process called salting. This one separates the hop from the liquid now, which has the sugars. It also has infused the color. And then because we were boiling it, now hot, we have to cool it down. So we take it through a process called cooling. Yeah, with a heat exchange. So now we are preparing the liquid for fermentation because now we want to introduce yeast. So when you introduce it, don't introduce yeast in a hot liquid, Savita cooker. So you have to cool it down. Yeah. So you cool it down, then introduce the yeast and fermentation starts. So after fermentation starts, we give it some time, depending on which beer we are making, but 6 hours to 3 days depends, for all the sugars to ferment. Uh, to ferment. And then after the fermentation process is done, the beer is taken through a process called maturation. When you mature the beer becomes more clarified, more taste, and more crispier. And also the color improves. As you can see through the process, the color is changing. Yeah. So this is as a result of maturation. Yeah. Now you end up with a rich color, golden brown beer. No sugar, just the natural starch. The reason why we are doing the germination is to allow the enzymes now convert the starch into natural soluble sugars in the seed. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, all the way to the final product. So now you have your final product. From there, now you can do bottling. Yeah. Ah. So you can, on the nose, you can feel like it's fresh, citrusy, and crispy. And give it a sip. Very refreshing. It's smooth, very rich. That is why now it's the same as Kamal.